guys, it's Ruby. Time for another Las Vegas buffet review. We are at South Point at their garden buffet because they have seafood nights every Friday from 3 to 9 p.m. It's $46 a person with a rewards card. Let's go see how it is. So it took us about 25-30 minutes to get through the huge line. It did move fast because they just opened, and there's still a huge line. Now with the $46 that you're paying because you have the club card, you need the club card to get the discount, you are also going to receive drink tickets, and these are good for 2 beers, wines, or sangria per person. So 46 bucks, 2 alcoholic drinks, and a seafood dinner. You're already at a really good value. But we're gonna see what else they have on offer and how good all the food is. Started off with some paella. Scoop it up a little bit there. And then Oysters Rockefeller, definitely worth trying. Salmon with roasted grains. Okay, grab the salmon, why not? All right, not a huge clam fan, but we can try 1 or 2, why not? Let me scoop something out here, there we go. Try a couple. Okay, breaded scallops. These look good. Very interesting. Let's give that a shot. Yum. Steamed Dungeness. So these are the steamed crab legs. So there's shrimp cocktail next to me and then assorted sushi. I'll just try one. That looks like veggie. Ooh, it's going. That looks like vegetable. I'll try that. Okay, you guys, so I'm actually really hungry. So we started with our first plate. I did go over to the hot seafood section just to see what they had going on over there. They did separate the seafood section so that it's not as crowded, which is really smart. So there was the chilled side, which we'll go to next, and then the warm side. So I started with some hot Dungeness crab legs. Let's give them a shot, see how they are. So I find Dungeness crab to be slightly less sweet than snow crab legs, but I do find that they typically have more meat in them when you break into them. They have them kind of pre-notched for you, so it is really easy to break into these and get a nice chunk of meat out. Look at that. Ugh, yum. So far so good on the crab. All right, let's move on to this Oysters Rockefeller. So I actually like raw oysters better than Oysters Rockefeller, but I do like it. Everything kind of just came out, so I know everything's fresh, which is nice. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, that was so good. It didn't look super appetizing, I'm not gonna lie, when I picked it up, but oh my gosh, the cheese that's baked into the oyster, there's like a little bit of maybe a Parmesan or even like something funky like a Swiss going on there, maybe both. Oh man, it's giving an excellent flavor. There's a little bit of veg in there, like tomato, I think, and some bacon. Ooh, okay. The Oyster Rockefeller rocked. That was really good. Let's try clams. I'm not a big clam person. I'm just gonna throw that up to you guys right out front. I know this is a seafood buffet, so I'm trying to try everything for you, but I don't prefer clams to other things. Let's see. The clams have been roasted in a little bit of garlic, steamed in some garlic. I can absolutely taste that coming through, and a little bit of a butter. Ooh, okay. They're actually, I don't really like clams, but these are good. The garlic is really coming through with a little bit of a buttery aftertaste, and definitely good enough for me to go for another. Super solid so far, you guys. Also, by the way, I did grab a red sangria. It's good. It's like a sweeter sangria. I think it would appeal to most people who like sangria, but they also had beer, white wine, all that over there. Okay, so they had some fried scallops. I have never had this, so I'm gonna just go in totally blind. Let's give them a go. They look like little hush puppies. It's delicious. The scallop is really nicely breaded. The breading that they fried it in is like crispy, crunchy, has excellent flavor. The scallop inside is soft, tender. Oh, wow, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed so far. I've always liked South Point Buffet, but we've never tried their seafood night. So far, so good. Let's try this paella. See how it goes. It's very yellow, which is a good sign. The flavor is spot on. Ooh, the sausage has kick. Like kick. Ooh. Ooh. That's not a bad thing. That's good. It really balances out the saffron because I can absolutely taste the saffron in here. It's not overdone, but I can definitely taste it. I will say the rice is a little mealy. It's not mushy. There's just something texturally going on with the rice that I'm not loving. Otherwise, the flavor is good and the meat in there is good. It's okay. I think I would maybe skip that. Let's try the salmon here. See how this is. Salmon is perfectly prepared, very light. It's flaky, perfectly cooked all the way through. It's like a perfect pink. Flavor-wise, it's nothing crazy. It's definitely subtle. I'm getting a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of parsley, small bit of a butter flavor, but nothing overwhelming. It's much more light. It's nothing crazy heavy. It's good. It's very solid. Let's try the sushi. Now, they did have this veggie sushi, and they had what looked like kind of like a crab, imitation crab with like a mayonnaise sushi. I don't really like a lot of mayo in my sushi, so I did skip that. But let's see how this one is. Looks like some cucumber, pickled veggies, carrots. The veggie roll is delicious. The rice is perfectly done. The veggies inside are pickled, so it's got that little bit of sweet and sour kick. Very happy with that sushi roll. I know there wasn't a ton of variety with the sushi, but those alone, I would grab a few and eat those and really enjoy them. So overall, honestly, really blown away by the Oysters Rockefeller. That was delicious. I would eat 5 more of those. The crab legs are solid, very meaty. And the scallops, the fried scallops, that was delish. So solid plate so far. We'll go check out the chilled section, and they also have some carving meats to check out. All right, let's grab some oysters. Look at these huge oysters. Oh my goodness. Get a little baby one too. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Can I try one of each, please? Just a little of each. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Could I do the pork rib and the chicken, please? Chicken, thank you. And one of the ribs, please. Sure. Thank you very much. First of all, wow, they don't skimp on the portions here. Holy cow, I didn't even have to say anything. She just piled these crab legs on. Me and Mr. Ruby are going to be full after this round, I swear. So these are actually split crab legs, and they are steamed. They did have chilled as well. There was a chilled section. They had peel and eat shrimp over there. So all kinds of stuff to try. I mean, I'm just going to... But I love that they're already split for me. I can see the big pieces of meat. It's going to be really easy to just get a piece out and try it here. The crab legs are super solid. Them splitting them like this is awesome. It makes it so easy to just annihilate this whole pile. So I also grabbed some fresh oysters. I don't know, the Oysters Rockefeller was so good. I'm just going to put a little lemon juice on mine. That's how I like it. I'll start with the small one before I dive into a huge one. I don't typically eat oysters on a buffet. I usually order them like in a fancy restaurant, but let's give it a shot. No, it's super fresh. It's fresh and delicious. Honestly, all the seafood has been really impressive. It's good quality. It's prepared well. I have zero complaints. They're giving you this massive portion. I could see most people sitting, hunkering down here with their beer and just eating a ton of crab. We're gonna have fun finishing those. But let's move over to the carving meats, the other thing most of you guys care about. So, smaller selection of carving meats than the last time we were here. They're focusing more on the fish. They did have the prime rib. We've had it before. I'm not a huge prime rib person, so just to save room, we're gonna try some of the other meats. But their prime rib here is good. They had 2 kinds of salmon, and I was kind of intrigued. So I'm gonna go for this honey glazed salmon. It's really beautiful color. Let's see how it is. Oh my gosh, did I say honey glaze? I meant maple glaze. The maple is coming through so nicely. It's so kind of subtle and on the back end. If you go onto like the edges here, the little burnedy bits, you can almost taste like the cedar plank or the plank that they cook this on. I can taste the roasting of the oven in the salmon. Perfectly prepared, extremely flaky. This is better than the one that was over on the other station that we had. I really enjoy this. So they had a garlic salmon as well. Let's try this one and see how it compares. They're totally different, and they're both really good. The garlic one is super smoky, like so smoky, all throughout the meat. Whereas on the other one, the maple was like kind of a delicate glaze. This is like all the way through. I'm tasting this smoky, rich flavor. Garlic is kind of like a soft little note. They're both really good. I don't know which one I like better. They're both awesome, honestly. All right, they had this roasted chicken here. We're gonna give this a shot as well. So the chicken tastes really good. It's a little dry. There's a little bit. Honestly, my main thought being right now is just that these salmons are so delicious and unique and a more expensive piece of meat than the chicken. Just skip the chicken. But I will try the rib here. Although, man, I'm loving this seafood kind of theme and just eating all of the fish and all of the crustaceans. Let's give this rib a try. This looks really delicious. The rib is good. The meat is tender and it is falling apart when I bite it, like it's coming right off the bone. They do have that pink smoke ring around the outside of the rib, so that's delicious. The only thing is there's no sauce on this. That's my own fault. There's sauces all around the carving meats, and I was supposed to kind of pour my own sauce on it. I know they had a barbecue. If I were to smother barbecue on this, it would be a very delicious rib. Honestly, overall, I would say the salmons were unique and delicious, and so I would go for those. And I would absolutely go for the crab legs again. Obviously, they're really excellent, and the oyster was really fresh, which is great for a buffet. So very happy. We are going to finish these. We're going to get full, but we're going to try to grab a couple of the other options here at South Point. Okay, let's grab some beef pad thai. That looks, oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. It's beef and broccoli. This looks good. It's got carrots too. I don't normally see carrots in beef and broccoli, but let's give it a go. All right, veggie spring rolls. They're all squished on each other. They look good though. Okay, so they have a make your own tacos and nachos section. So I think I'm just gonna make a quick taco here. They've got a ton of toppings here for your nachos and your tacos. I'm gonna put a little lettuce on my taco. Okay, let's do a little bit of fried shrimp, and they also have some like fish fry here. I don't know what kind of fish it is. We will find out. This looks like a really good piece. You know what? I love French fries, and you guys probably do too, so we'll try some and see how they are. How about that? All right, so we stopped at a couple other sections. We went to the Asian section and like the Mexican fusion section. Grabbed a few things, so we will start over at the Asian section. Now, they do have this really excellent build your own lo mein station where you pick like all the veggies and the sauce, and that rocks. I've had it already. I highly recommend that if you come to the South Point buffet. It was really good. Anything made to order at a buffet is usually really great. They have a beef pad thai here. I am gonna go for it. That's really yummy. Pad thai noodles are nice. A little bit of a peanutty flavor. There's heat. There's like actual spice on this. They've got good heat. They're not afraid to make something spicy here. There's a bunch of peppers in here. Green pepper, red pepper. I'm not seeing a ton of meat, but I did grab the other one as well. That's all meat, so it's okay. The noodles themselves, they're good. It's a little different, something a little different from fried rice on the buffet, so I could eat a whole plate of that. That's good. All right, let's try the beef and broccoli. They even had carrots in this beef and broccoli. They're breaking tradition. I'm loving to see it. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so the vegetables are mush. Like, they should have probably put them in a little later. I think they probably cooked them for too long with the beef, but the beef is perfectly cooked. It's tender and delicious. I'm tasting a soy sauce flavor, garlic. The beef is delicious. They just kind of like left the veggies in a little too long, but the beef itself is excellent. I know that most of you are here for the seafood, but some of you don't like seafood, so I'm trying to compare like some of this other stuff and see what's good. Let's try a spring roll. Spring roll is not super crispy. I think they've been sitting a little bit, so it's a little soggy, but the filling inside tastes very good. So I just think a lot of this stuff is neglected because everyone's trying to eat seafood. That's the only reason they're here, you guys. And I get it. Now, in the Mexican station, they had like a build your own nachos and build your own tacos, and they had toppings and things. Pretty small section. They had rice and beans, all your standard stuff. But let's see how the taco is. I mean this with all due respect. It tastes like a Taco Bell crunchy taco. I love Taco Bell, so the taco gets a 10 out of 10 from me. I will be finishing that. Don't eat it.
I was totally good.
I'll share. It's really good. Mr. Ruby has decimated my fries while I was talking, but that's okay. I got some fries. I just thought fish and chips. It's seafood night. Let's see if I can identify what kind of fish this is. I don't know for sure. We're gonna find out. Based on my Wisconsin fish fry knowledge, I'm gonna guess that that is haddock. I think it's haddock. I don't think it's cod. The fry, like the fry batter is really good. Like that's nice. It is just ever so slightly overcooked. It's okay, but it's not the best fish we've had today. Fried shrimp. I do actually eat fried shrimp. Just don't like it raw, usually raw. I don't like it cold, you know what I mean, chilled. The fried shrimp is good. I mean, if you wanted to come and eat any of this stuff, you would be satiated, but they serve this during the normal. We're gonna gobble all this up. I wanna get at least one more plate before we try dessert. All right, piece of cheese pizza, why not? Let's try it. They have calzone, garlic bread over here. I'm gonna get chicken parm, give that a shot. Curried chicken salad in like a little bowl here, that's fun. Let's try that. I'm getting so full. I'm gonna go for the broccoli salad. I'm just, something light. Can't do anymore. I am getting really full. They killed us with that big portion of crab legs, but we stopped over at the Italian section and over by where the salads are. Let's grab a little bit of this Italian. They did have like pasta if you were gonna make like chicken parm with pasta. They've got that. They had like calzone, all that kind of stuff. Let's try the chicken parm. So it's really delicious. The flavor is excellent. Let's try some of these salads. They have a huge salad section. They have soup over there. They have fruit. I mean, all kinds of stuff that people typically don't even gravitate toward. It's all there. Healthier options for my healthy people. Let's try the broccoli salad. That is so yummy. There's a light vinegary dressing. A little sour, sweet. There's some cranberries in there, like raisins are in there, and they're brightening it up. And then you've got that nice crispy crunch from some shredded carrots and some broccoli. That feels like a really nice dish for me right now with how full I am. I really like that. That was good. And then Mr. Ruby was really gravitating towards this curry chicken salad here. He does love anything with curry. So let's give this a shot. That's super good too. Again, with being so full right now, this light, bright salad is really nice. The chicken is very tender and nicely cooked, and then there's like that hint of curry all throughout and a little bit of a slaw underneath, kind of an Asian slaw to go with it. Both great. Everything on the plate tasted really good. Honestly, I would eat all of this again. We are so full. We're gonna finish this, grab a couple desserts to try. I'm grabbing pumpkin because 'tis the season. I don't think they had that last time we were here. What else have I not tried? Let me do the Boston cream. That looks delish. I want a cookie. Look at these. Oh, I grabbed two. Oh well, one for Mr. Ruby too. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you. Oh, they have a huge variety of desserts, and we've had a few in the past, and they were all really good. I am just so full, you guys. We can't do any more. We grabbed a couple. So we are gonna try the dessert taco. Mr. Ruby saw fresh strawberries and his eyes just like lit up. She really hooked it up here. It says it's like a chocolate dessert cream inside of a shell with whipped cream, chocolate, and strawberries. So let's give it a shot. I gotta hand that right over to this guy. He's gonna lose his mind. The vanilla, like the white chocolate cream underneath is beautifully sweet. The taco shell is super crunchy. And then you get a little bit of the chocolate sauce and like a ton of the fresh strawberry, and they're really good strawberries. That's really good. Wow. I think you probably started with the best one. That is delicious. And they make those fresh. So Boston cream. I think I've tried this here, but I don't remember for sure. So I'm going to try it again. I love Boston cream. It's like one of my favorites. It's very good. The cake is that perfect balance of moist and spongy. I could stand for a little bit more custard through. I would have liked that. But the chocolate icing on the top is that really yummy, like ho-ho icing, and it's really rich, but it's balanced with how much cake there is, so it's not super crazy sweet. It's really good. We have pumpkin pie. I know we did not have pumpkin pie last time because that seems like it would be seasonal, right? Let's try the pumpkin pie. It feels like a shame to not have it like completely coated in a mound of whipped cream, but we'll have to make do. The pie filling is very good. I'm tasting all the right notes, the allspice, the cinnamon, the cloves, the nutmeg. It's all coming through. Nice and creamy and soft. The crust is really holding its own. It's not soggy. It's got crunch to it. It is a very well executed pumpkin pie. Very pleased. It's seafood night. That's why it's a little fish. I don't remember there being sugar cookies on the buffet, but I saw a small child had one and I wanted one too, so. Unfortunately, it's kind of the boring icing and the cookie's not very sweet. So the cookie is cuter than it tastes. The other 3 desserts, total knockout. Cookies not so much, but these are good. We're gonna finish these up. Just finished up at the South Point Buffet. Once again, as always, they're just killing it with the value. $46, you get 2 alcoholic beverages and all you can eat with the crab legs and the seafood. It's just extremely solid. It's no wonder it is always nuts. The line is still long. This place stays busy. It's for good reason. I enjoyed it. I recommend it. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Catch you guys all in our next review.